Hey guys, Jamie here from Creative Flame Podcast Network. August the 2nd, RPGaDAY 2017 Challenge. What is an RPG you would like to see published? Now, that's a really hard one. There's so many great RPGs out there and things going on like that. What would I like to see published that's not already out there is a really hard question, at least for me. Honestly, I'd have to go with Avatar. Now, not the bad movie, but, Avatar and Legend of Korra. The really good Avatar, the Last Airbender. That would be a fun one to use. I know folks have used games like Exalted or Scion or variations of rules to play it, but I think Legends of Korra or Avatar the Last Airbender would be a really cool IP to make into a role-playing game, because the whole wacky combining of animals plus the cool kung fu style of that would be really cool. Fate system would be great for that as well. Fate would definitely be a great system to do for Avatar the Last Airbender and the Legend of Korra. Especially the Legend of Korra, because you get this really cool 1920s feel with the whole Avatar universe. But definitely Avatar the Last Airbender and the sequel, The Legend of Korra. Great shows, both of them. They would also make a great RPG. Alrighty guys, now that was my answer, but when we had a recording session with Lady Knights of Adventure and a new addition to the team, I just wanted to let them get a chance to chime in on the RPGaDAY questions, because I know the group really wanted to answer a couple of these. So I'm going to make sure to catch a few of their answers and add them onto my answer. So, here we go. Lady Knights of Adventure, what do you want for August the 2nd?
This is RPGaDAY challenge.
Okay.
So every August, every day, there's a different question that you pose to RPGers.
Oh, okay. What's the question?
What Kelly said. So, brought to you by the RPG Brigade, #RPGaDAY 2017. This is the 4th year. This August, we're again asking the tabletop role players everywhere to tweet, blog, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, their #RPGaDAY answers to celebrate everything cool, memorable, and amazing about our hobby. So, yesterday I already answered the question of what published RPG do you wish you were playing right now, which I picked Polaris. So, today, August 2nd. What is an RPG you would like to see published? By the way, this question sucks.
Published?
As in it doesn't exist. It's some kind of IP.
Never existed or doesn't exist. Nobody. You know what? A Harry Potter RPG.
It's called Dresden Files.
No, it's not. Actually,
If it was Dresden Files, it would not be Harry Potter.
Exactly.
That's right.
I think you could actually translate the books and the whole world into a Harry Potter RPG. Think about it. I mean, and you could do the whole sorting thing. I mean, your house Gryffindor, I'm Ravenclaw.
Jigglepuff.
No, Hufflepuff.
I know.
Jigglypuff is freaking Pokemon.
I said Jigglepuff.
Whatever.
Cogglewotsits.
You're still a Hufflepuff, aren't you?
But I think
like
Harry
every portion
Potter
shared except for
could
Slytherin.
translate well to an
All
RPG,
three were tied except
and it would be
for
rather
the
successful.
It would.
Because think
definitely
about
be
it,
successful.
how many kids have always wanted to go to Hogwarts?
Yep.
You could do the Hogwarts RPG.
That's a good one.
I second this.
Yeah.
See?
Whose kidney do we have to sell to crowdfund this? Here, I have a volunteer. I've got another one.
I volunteers kidney tribute.
See? I can start to shit off.
Good job.
Nicely done.
Let's keep talking so Golda can finish her pizza.
So I'm looking it up, but I know this author named Joyce Chang, and she proposed doing an RPG at some point. It was like, I think I tagged you in it on in Twitter.
I told Kelly about it.
Like ghost. So I'm just looking it up, but it was like a Southeast Asian ghost story RPG, and it sounded so fucking cool. And it'd be like sort of set in that culture and using some of that language, and you would be playing the ghosts and the spirits, not the people, not the living people. It'd be so amazing.
Because you'd be
That's
the spirit
similar to
haunted by
Marshlands.
people.
Oh yeah, so
Marshlands is super duper fun and it's similar.
Wondering, this is what Joyce Chang said. She's on Twitter as Jolantru, JOLANTRU. And she has edited and a bunch of really cool speculative fiction work, and she writes a lot of spec fic. Anyway, she says, wondering if an RPG about ghost hunting in Southeast Asia written by Southeast Asians will work. And it's about the ghosts getting away from the fucking hunters.
What?
I think that would be amazing. And so I hope that happens.
Lots of potential.
People is the monsters. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
people are true.
People are monsters.
Yeah.
See?
Yes. Absolutely.
As a person, I can say this.
Yes, indeed.
You are a monster.
I
You're a
am.
monster.
I'm a mega bitch from hell.
There's
But
two
you're not
that
a
I really
basic
enjoy.
bitch.
No.
Not with the Starbucks.
Mm.
I love Starbucks shit.
It's good, but I can't afford it. I can't.
Can't
I
find-
don't drink it often. Like 5 people got me Starbucks cards for my gift for my birthday, and I'm like, okay, well there's like a month of breakfast. Like let's get my bagel for $2.19.
There we go. So,
Yeah.
I know that there was a board game created off of this, but I would love to see an RPG that has the in-depth characters from the different cultures. Is the Honor Harrington series.
oh yes, Honor Harrington. David Weber is friggin' I mean, he's brilliant when it came to that. You know,
Yeah.
not many men can truly write a well-rounded female character, but he can. Honor Harrington is the shiznat.
She is amazing.
And Nimitz is the bomb.
Well, to create a series or a game where you can play the cats, you can play the humans, you can play the different groups within the humans, I think that would be interesting to play. I know that
Because the different planets, you have the...
Right.
I mean, you could play
They have a
the
game
hats.
that's the space battles. And that piece is
I'm
of
listening
limited
to you.
interest to me. I'm
Yes,
only
I'm
so much
sorry.
caring about space battles
Yeah.
because, yeah, that's great. Can we get back
The
to something more
discussions
important?
of the faster than light travel do tend to leave me bored, but everything else
Just
is
a little
fucking
bit.
awesome. And if anybody hasn't read Honor Harrington series by David Weber, you must read On Bachelor Station
Forthwith, go to your bookstore.
immediately because it is amazeballs.
It is great.
And you know
I've
what, it might-
repurchased it 3 times because I've worn it out and I've had to repurchase
And
it.
for
It's
those-
amazing.
It may actually still be available at the Bane Free Library.
Yeah. Well, Amazon
Have you
and Bane
read
Free
this?
Library went together.
No, I haven't.
They're going
gotten that
together.
far.
Well, they a
They're
while ago they did.
dating.
You know what? Eric Flint used to be the editor for the Bane Free Library, and he's fucking awesome.
He's delightful.
He's an amazing
Which-
gentleman.
Your statement makes me think about the Louise Bejeweled, McMaster Bejeweled. I'm drunk as fuck.
Yes, they are, and enjoying every minute of it.
Per
Good
Miles
company.
Vorkasigan books, but especially
Hold it,
like
Miles,
that's what I said.
you did. So I love the Miles Vorkasigan book.
Yeah, I just said it in a terrible other way.
Some kind of accent.
Anyway, that would also be an awesome RPG.
What is it about?
Oh my God, Miles Vorkasigan is.
It is beautiful space opera, but it is about more than space battles, which are boring ultimately as an RPG.
And the Centigannons.
It's all about like interesting machinations and personal interactions and these variety of spacefaring cultures. It's beautiful. And if you have not read Cordelia's Honor, you probably just need to borrow this
I
shit.
haven't read that one, but I loved
Just
the
go ahead and
Miles
borrow that.
Vorkasigan books.
That's like
So,
the prequel
for-
to the Miles Vorkasigan. Oh, you love it.
Oh my God,
So
with
reading
his
this one and then I can read the next.
his-
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna
That's
know
about
how-
his parents.
Go ahead and spell his name so I can find him later on.
This is a girl.
You spell his name.
Miles Vorkasigan is the name of one of the main characters.
Well, the
The
B-O-R
author is Lois
Lois
McMaster
McMaster.
Bujold.
Bujold.
Yes.
Boom.
And
So that way I can
the
find an audio.com later.
It's French.
Vorkasigan
So not the
books.
y'all. Like,
But the very
half
first
of
book,
languages.
okay, the very first book in the series isn't about Miles. It's about his parents.
No spoilers.
And that is why
Conception stories.
No, literally, there's one scene in the last part of that first book
No spoilers.
that my mother read to me. And just from when she read that scene to me, I'm like, I must read this series. And it is well worth it. Yes.
I totally did not drool all over it, but that is 2 books in one, and they are the prequels to the
the actual
Miles series. They were written later, but they are prequels to the series, so you can totally read that and then jump into
And
it.
his planet has this whole
Cody,
thing
I
with
got
this
you
other
got something huge to
system.
follow that up with because She
Yeah,
did a
dude,
lot
now
about
it's
that.
on you.
Oh,
We
God.
Totally.
Hit it.
I'm gonna
Be
show my
Harry
age with.
Potter.
I'm gonna show my age a little bit with the example, but I would like to see games where you actively. It's tabletop, kind of RPG, but also building. Like if anyone's ever played Betrayal at House on the Hill, how you actively build the map as you progress, and it's never the same.
I don't know House on the Hill.
I
I've
recommend
played
it.
House
It's
on the Hill.
wonderful, and I adore that game.
You need a few hours to play it.
Yes,
But it's worth
I
it.
would like to see
Totally
games
good.
that kind of pull from childhood cartoons or things you might have loved as children's stories. Like the one that came to mind for me was Danny Phantom. I loved that show. There are so many like headcanons surrounding it, and there's so many different things. No one, if anyone, I think there's 2 people maybe who are purely evil. Everyone else has their backstory, and you learn about it. And it's just a really good like back and forth story, and maybe incorporating something like that into a game where you're going through the motions and the same, not same scenarios, because that would get boring, but scenarios that are randomized where they can occur and a bunch of different influences can go every which way would be something I would find very enjoyable.
So, when you say showing your age, I need to add this for our listening audience. You mean not that you're showing your age as being old.
No, that I grew up
You're
and watched
young.
cartoons that are still relatively new.
That you're showing
I
your
did
age
grow up
by
watching
being-
Atomic Ant and Speedy Gonzales and all of those.
He's the
but
youngest at the table.
Yes,
but
fine.
secretly I'm an 80-year-old man. Ask me when my hip pops.
No. Your soul is old. Your
that too,
soul
but that
is-
influences
And
the body.
your joints.
The joints are the thing that bug me.
Your soul and your joints are old.
Get the Crisco,
All
some
So, does
Windex.
that sufficiently answer your question? Or the RPG-a-day question?
That does cover the
And-
what's an RPG that you would like to see published.
And then some.
So I
so
can't.
what's
I mean,
the next question?
boom.
Oh, that's all we can answer for today.
What was yesterday's question?
Oh, yesterday's
Yeah,
question
'cause we
was,
didn't
what
answer that
published
one.
RPG do you wish you were playing right now?
I
As
still
we're all
Dungeons
in
and
the
Dragons.
D&D books.
Dungeons and Dragons or Dresden Files.
Dresden
Dresden
Files.
Files.
Yes. I still want to do the Dresden Gas.
I really enjoy Earth Dawn. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
People just bag on it and say it's a pile of shit.
I've
I
never
don't give
played
a
it.
It's
I don't give a
apocalyptic
crap.
D&D.
It
Don't
is
give it ish.
Ah.
no. It's future.
Yeah.
Like it is. The way it was described to me is Earth Dawn is the one we were talking about earlier with Will Smith.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
Right.
I know,
It's
but
right.
what's the game?
Shadowrun.
Shadowrun, yeah.
Earth Dawn, human existence, Shadowrun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same world. It's just where does it fall on the timeline?
Mm.
Ah,
So you
okay.
come out of your cairn, or you can play that you're in your cairn still, but you come out of your cairn and you're interacting with the world that has gone through a traumatic change.
Nice.
And then after that, then humanity comes, and humanity is the bulk of the world because magic falls into its well. When magic rises again and all of the races come back, that is Shadowrun.
Mhm.
So the way it was described to me is that the two fall together, and beyond Shadowrun is
Rips?
no, it's the Wasted West.
Oh,
Wild
Deadlands.
West.
Deadlands.
I
Yeah, so
love
that's-
Deadlands.
That's the flow. It is
Nice.
Earth Dawn, Human Existence, Shadowrun, Wasted West.
Nice.
That's the way it was described to me.
Deadlands. Is
I love Deadlands. So I could either play Earth Dawn or I could play Deadlands. But I am playing D&D.
For
Mm.
Deadlands, I played an Irish immigrant by the name of Absent Mulligan.
It was an awesome game.
Yes.
I can't even remember what
She was
character I
mad
played,
scientist.
but I remember my teammate had a jump gun.
I have
And
an answer
every
to that question.
joke that you
Wait,
can
wait.
think of regarding jump gun,
I want them.
we said it.
I want them to redo, take the ElfQuest RPG and make it more viable. I still.
What do you mean make it more viable?
Because I just don't think that it really was very playable.
No, it was back in the day when game rules sucked.
Yeah. So, but I love ElfQuest. So.
So what you do is you take Fate, Dresden, and you use
the
Fate
Fate
to
system.
play ElfQuest, which makes it a really smooth, easier system.
That might work.
We need
Or
to be
Fate
playing
Accelerated,
our
because
Dresden
that's the
Gaslight.
easier version of Fate.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition
and Scion, Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.